The Code Cran podcast is intended for a mature audience.
We like to use naughty words.
And I heard someone say Digimon, you were funny.
Another retrospective, I smell Tamers on the way.
No, that you just went past a bathroom, that's all.
Yowie wowie!
Why would you ever cheer for the Frontier kids? All they f***ing do is lose!
I mean, if it's a Leomon, it's probably gonna die.
Yeah, if Terromon is Shoutmon by the fandom's comparison, you wait till we get to Hunters. Toggeru is gonna make Daisuke look like a goddamn saint.
Yeah. Crosswords is better than Tamers.
Oh shit! Meg's just the Joker leaving the hospital.
Look, I know it's going to annoy people, but Atmon is just peak fiction, and it's the best thing, like storytelling-wise, that this franchise has put out so far. Sorry, not sorry.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りしました。
I know we're late, you don't have to tell me, I'm aware, I can read the time, but good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on where in the world you're watching this from. My name is AJ, that's Miss Megmon, this is episode 386 of the worst Digimon podcast running on YouTube right now, The Code Crown. Ruining Digimon podcasting since 2017. And today, we're doing Debug 11-3 and Chapter 14-1. So I was actually kind of looking forward to this tonight because it's going to be a bit of a shake-up. We're going to have a bit of novel side. We're going to have a bit of comic side. We're going to, change it up a bit and see how that works out for however long it lasts while we work with this alongside the end of Adventure 2020. Thank shit, that is ending soon. So, welcome in, welcome one, welcome all. Hope you're having a good night. And we are delighted to have you. I promise.
Can I wait? Hi.
So yeah, nice to see everyone. Hope the week's been treating you well so far. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot. I don't really have a whole lot. I did my intro. I don't really have a whole lot.
Nothing's really happened since Sunday. Is it Sunday?
Sunday, yeah.
Yeah. Nothing's really happened.
But yeah, so comic, so half novel, half comic today. That should be fun.
The first, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be the way it is going forward, because next week is going to be the same way, but we'll kind of work that out as we get there, depending on how 15-1 goes when that releases tonight. So we'll kind of see what happens there, whether it'll be Debug 13 and 15-1, and then Debug 14 and 15-2. This could just be the new format. I don't know yet. I don't fucking know yet!
Really just depends on what spoils what in the comic.
That's
the novel.
Yeah, that's really all it does come down to. So gonna be a lot of Unchained. And that's Unchanged, not Unhinged, as I have taken the role of tonight. So maybe we'll finally get to learn what the big plan is. Maybe we'll get to find out why Zenith is dressed like an absolute toolbox. Maybe we might get an idea on what the plot and the story is going to be. Continuing on from, was the big Imperial Dramon invasion just the start of things? Was it all according to Keikaku? Like, hopefully these will give us some insight into what to expect as we go further in, especially with this cross-Connectia storyline that's happening alongside whatever setup for the main debug team this Unchained stuff is going to produce. So I don't think there's been we'll kind of browse around the Discord. I don't think there's been a whole lot of new stuff since Sunday. There's some new art. Yeah.
So, art of you.
So I think this is where this was shared on Sunday before we wrapped up.
Yeah, that was the last thing we saw. Yeah,
that was the last one. So we also have I Motimon being Kirby.
I think he's using him as like a glider.
Yeah, because Kirby star that he flies around on.
Oh, for a second I thought you meant the bottom of him was his mouth.
No. This is Motimon using Superstarmon as the star Kirby rides around on. The only thing missing is that Motimon should be angrier.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose that would be American Motimon. You've seen that, right? How American Kirby is always angrier than Japanese Kirby.
Yeah. Why is that?
Because toughness sells in America. Cutesy doesn't. That is
because putting some heavier eyebrows on a pink blob makes it tougher.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is genuinely the logic. It would be seen as too cute and childish in America, so they have to give him angry, determined eyebrows to attract the American audience.
Right. I'm worried about the people that attract.
I'm more worried about the American audience than anyone else. Yeah. That has to be a thing.
I can't buy the pink blob that sucks everything. It's not angry enough.
Give me some angry suckage. Give me some hate suckage. Hate suck me. With this cute little Mirai art.
Are you sure it's not you?
Pretty sure. With this cute little Belzebumon art. I love the little sidecar for the twins. That's adorable.
So
and
cute.
Kulumon just hanging on by the tail. Whee!
That's a very a dad face on him.
Oh,
as
it
well.
is, yeah.
Instead of his usual.
Well, not twins. She's older than he is, but
The kids.
the kids.
That looks like a face that Gankumon would pull, not Beelzebumon.
Then we have some. We have a Queen Beemon sketch.
Yeah.
Embarrassed Mugen Draymon.
He twerking?
I don't think he's twerking, but he's just all.
He could.
I mean, he's always in that position, but it's more this. Me.
Looks like he just dropped down to do it work.
I think Tanemon stole all the meat. And
That's terrifying.
Gabumon wearing a Piyomon skin.
That's terrifying.
Isn't it?
He looks so evil.
Yeah. Yeah, he really does. It's very sus. I don't
What do you think, Sora?
I don't like it.
No.
We have this cute summary artwork. We've got a femme Stingmon here wearing With the side skirt, the side dress, and the
Tying up his boobs.
the tied up shirt. Yeah, we've got Surfer Dude, Blitzmon, with inflatable armbands. Summer Bride, Sylphimon. I don't know. And then Luau Shurimon, I guess.
I like the idea behind that coat.
The Shurimon one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's see-through so you can see the clothes under it.
And
Oh.
Nokio Megamon. Which yeah. This is cute. I'm not opposed to this. So this is one of these Gundams where they're actually robot girls, right? That's a whole thing of that's a whole thing, right? Or is it? Oh fuck no! Is it Blue? No, not Blue Archive. Not Nikkei. Oh fuck. There is one of Girls in Panzer. Is that what I'm thinking of?
Girls in Panzer.
Where they're girls, but they're also like planes and tanks and
tanks,
shit.
Yeah, Panzer is tanks, right?
Yeah, so that's kind of vibes I'm getting here. But yeah, so that's we're kind of caught up on.
Can she be in Stellar Blade?
Can she? It would be better than that Minervamon.
Yeah,
mod.
nobody needs Eve as Minervamon.
No, make her Mervamon.
Mervamon, please. Why do you want the teenager?
I know, right? So we got some fun memes. Pokemon fans trying to get cards. Digimon fans trying to get cards.
Accurate.
So you remember that War Greymon in a suit we looked at the other day?
Oh, from the other game?
Yeah. So someone pulled the model from it, so Hazard made a meme. Terraforce those accounts by this afternoon, Johnson.
Nice.
So.
Ooh, okay.
Oh. So that is interesting. So Kuroi, Shiroki, black and white, noir and blanc. He's got the Gankumon kind of look going on here. And then does that mean she turns into CL? Is it just gonna be? Is that gonna be the? If Bandai have the balls to put all three Sistermon into Time Stranger,
I don't see why they shouldn't.
I will take back half the nasty things I've said about them.
That means you'll have to delete half the podcast.
I retract my statements. There we go. If I just don't want to see, like, if this is true, the Kuro here in Kuroi, or Kuroi, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I think it's Kuroi.
Yeah.
I don't want that to suddenly mean CL.
Yeah.
You know, that I think that would be a bit. Media, we don't really have anything. New poll. Favorite armor evolution from the Digimental of Purity, or Sincerity for the dub. We have Yasha.
Seen that frog before?
No, I don't think I've ever seen that frog before either. Is that new? It looks awesome. I love that it's the big leaf is also like a
snake.
Well, I was gonna say like Plague Doctor mask.
Oh yeah.
But it's also got like helicopters. This thing's awesome. I love this. It's got a little knife. Look at this little Bowie knife.
And he has little throwing stars.
Yeah.
At first I thought he had like blade hands.
Well, no, they're just shurikens.
Yeah, he's just holding them. Like the guy next to him is holding those. Yeah.
See.
Guess what its name is? The Frogmon?
Is it just Frogmon? Because I mean that would be
Armor Frogmon?
Armor Frogmon?
Metal Frog Metal Frogmon?
Let's have a look at the website where you can vote.
Yes? Which one?
Frogmon!
Frogmon,
It's
of
just
course.
Frogmon!
Of course.
You know what? He gets my vote.
Yeah.
Like, Kabukimon is great, Nohemon is great, love Ponchomon, Shurimon's a classic, and I don't even hate Yashamon, but Frogmon is epic looking. I'm sorry, Frogmon is epic looking. Confirm. Let's go. Gaming wise, oh yeah. So they've started putting out like little blurbs on who everyone is.
Okay.
So we have Kodai Kuremi, Kosuke Misono and he are old acquaintances, and he's the public safety chief. Then we have Shota Kuroi, member of the public safety investigation team. He admires the chief. Then we Asuna Shiroki, member of the public safety team, works with Kuremi, Kuroi, and Simmons. Monica Simmons, the public safety scientist, genius scientist, belongs to the public safety, conducts research on Digimon, is curious about Igiomon. Sometimes she can't suppress her intellectual curiosity.
As long as she doesn't turn into that bitch from Ghost Game.
You could also argue her pants are very CL.
Yeah.
Then that game with the War Greymon suit also has this War Greymon skin.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I just don't. It's so over designed. I don't know where to start looking.
Yeah, there's too many pieces. I don't know what's arm, what's shoulder, what's wing, what's.
Yeah. And we got a little thing for Bacchusmon.
Ew. Why does it have Gamamon's head?
Chief of the Gear Forest. A Digimon who loves to drink and rules a settlement in the forest. Although always drunk, it displays incredible power in battle.
So what's that gonna say in other countries?
I don't know, but this is the English translation. That's what they're running with.
Those are games, they don't have to worry.
Sirenmon. The overseer of Bacchusmon. While Bacchusmon is always drinking, Sirenmon handles the actual work in the forest settlement. Singer of the forest.
Secretary of the forest.
Yeah, secretary of the forest, yeah. Card game, then. So. Did we look at these? I don't remember.
We didn't on stream as far as I'm aware, but I remember seeing it.
Right, so I think we finish up with Musimon here.
Possibly.
And Mediamon.
Yeah, because we were discussing what was on his card.
Oh yeah, no,
and we saw those two.
We saw the Bakumon. Right, so since then, we've had this Andromon, which is looking very fierce.
Terrifying.
Well, would you prefer a chibier version?
It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Look at him. He's so small. He's so small and squishy, but not squishy, but squishy.
Then we also have this Repamon, which is a Cyber Sleuth card. Willenmon.
Ooh. Pretty.
And then the Wicked... Oh.
Nope.
The Wicked God emerges.
The last one there?
Which one?
The one before that?
Quillenmon?
Yeah, he's given me vibes of that giant dragon that nearly took down... came after Jellymon. What's his name again?
Oh,
no.
Majiramon.
Majiramon.
Well, he turns into Sleepmon.
It's just colouring, I think.
So
That's so cute!
So it's the cutest Megadramon you will ever see.
Not Mega. Chibi-Dramon. Is there a Chibi-Dramon?
I don't think so, but here's a bit more of a fierce artwork for him. Although he still looks like he's just... He looks more like I'm getting Surfer Dude.
Yeah. And then the
like
abs
he's about
certainly don't help.
No, like he's about to pull out a keg of beer and be like, "Hey, drink with me, bro."
Chug! Chug!
How do you feel about gold
Ew.
Numamon?
Ew, I hate it.
Look at its gold. Look at its gold teeth.
Those aren't gold teeth.
Those
Those are nasty.
look at the texture on its tongue.
I know that's meant to be its spit, but because it's coloured in, it looks like it has a big lump at the end of its tongue.
Yeah.
That is disgusting. It looks like it hasn't brushed its teeth in 20 years while it's been smoking 80 a day.
And then we have Platinum Numamon. Look at the big giant turd above it.
At least they have the decency to cover them eye stalks. Ew. Those cards come into this house, I'm burning them.
Well, it's a good thing you won't be in here for the unboxing. Then we have a Metal Tyrannomon. You know? He just looks like he's trying to get on with his day. He doesn't really... You know, he's not really paying attention to the camera. He's just... I think he's like, he's looking to the side.
The other face.
This
Is
one,
that attached to him?
It's a missile.
It's
Yeah.
just a missile going past him?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because he's giving orders, like shooting that, like he's
Yeah.
shooting out of his hand here.
Okay.
But then we also get this small one. He's very cute.
Yeah. These guys shouldn't be cute.
But hey, we finally get a Rakomon card, and I love this. It's by Sunakura, who did that Pokemon we were enjoying. Look at the chibi little Musimon. It's like they're having an interview or he's doing a podcast or something. It's great.
Oh.
And we have Effectmon.
Ooh, hello.
Yeah, the artist cowgirl in her Shantae outfit.
Yeah.
Even with the big purple braid. Are we sure this isn't just Shantae as an Appamon? But yeah.
He's just in disguise.
Yeah, it's very cool. This is some big titties, though.
The collar with the bell.
She went to, I suppose she's got a big furry tail and big furry ears as well. So she's like a cat girl or a fox girl or something.
Yeah. Okay.
And is that the other art thing, the Splatoon looking thing up in the art behind her? Remember the Splatoon looking Atmon?
Oh, vaguely.
I think that might be it behind her. So that's fun. So I wonder if
It
that's
looks like it could be a Splatoon card.
Yeah, I wonder if it's gonna. So that thing is probably in the same pack. So that's all we have so far, and even gaming wise, yeah, we don't have any new video.
Yeah.
So that's it. Like that has been it since Sunday.
Quiet week.
Yeah, so far. All the news about like Time Stranger and stuff has all been put out there. Actually, no, we do have videos.
Do we?
We didn't watch the Black War Greymon and Black Metal Garurumon videos.
I thought we did.
Did we? Oh no, we did. You're right, we did. No, you're right, we did, because they were before looking at this image. Yeah. No, okay, cool. No, I'm getting mixed up. That's fine.
Monica is the only one not Japanese to represent CL being made for the West.
Oh, that is an interesting thought process.
Go back to chat for a minute.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull. That's Effectmon's attack. Dragon Paint Dragon. Oh, okay, you did. Repamon and Quillenmon double as Slatemon's line and Arata's domination battle Digimon. That will do it. That will do it.
Active since the frog?
The frog has been active since 2000.
Yeah.
It must be in nothing because I don't remember it at all. Is
I
it
feel like
in?
you don't even know it from a V-Pet.
Is it in that drama CD where everybody swaps D terminals because Joe's a moron? Actually, the story. Joe fumbles and drops everyone's D terminal, and they all pick up the wrong ones, and that's how they get new armor forms.
That's one way to do it, I suppose.
Yeah, but hello, Desmond. Azure Lane, Robot Girl Z. Yeah, it could be any of them. But Monica's, yeah. Could very well be. I don't want to run with that headcanon because then I'll be upset if all 3 Sistermon aren't in the game and Bandai has to acknowledge in America that Sistermon Noir exists. Because when we play Cyber Sleuth on the channel, it's going to be the original European version of Hacker's Memory. When we play that, it's going to be the original European Hacker's Memory, which includes Noir. So if Time Stranger is going to acknowledge all 3 and not censor one of them because reasons, then there's no reason to not have her in the card game.
Yeah.
Blue Archive, Fake Grand Order. Does Fake Grand Order have robot girls? Or tank girls?
I have no idea.
No, just an underused armor like most of them. Okay, fair enough. It's got a design.
Girls in Panzer doesn't look like they turn into the tanks. It just feels like they use the tanks.
Oh, okay. Then that's not the one I'm thinking of.
No.
I am. There was literally one where like the plane's wings are their legs. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking of with that Nokia art, because I don't see her wearing the Omegamon arms as like costume sleeves. I see those being her actual arms.
Yeah, Google Images. Oh, there is a Robot Girl Z.
Well, Robot Girl Z is more in line with what I'm thinking of, but I don't think it's the exact one I'm thinking of. Could be Azure Lane. No, that feels too recent. I feel like it's an older thing I'm thinking of, or at least one that's been running for a while. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But that gets us caught up on everything for like Discord stuff, so I'm going to mute that tab and we can come back to it later.
Yeah.
But we actually have... Yeah, so a novel, and I keep wanting to say a comic and a novel, but that's... While technically correct, it's not accurate, because for the order to read them in, we have to do the novel and the comic. So we're looking at Debug 11-3 today. Xeno begins. Xenoblade? Xenogears? Xenosaga?
Can we just play Xenoblade instead?
No.
Aww.
No, because I have far too many quests open in Xenoblade X right now, and I'm very overwhelmed.
Oh.
I'm very overwhelmed. Like I'm almost like, oh,
filling in your Arceus Pokedex.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh no, I have too many side quests and too many affinity missions open, and I'm just like, I don't know where to start, and then I get intimidated.
One of your hands is not doing the thing.
No, and then I get intimidated, and then I don't want to play anymore.
Oh.
It's just too much.
Stop asking me things.
There's too much to do in that game. And I still haven't gotten the thing that lets my robot fly.
No.
And I'm on the mission that will let me unlock the mission to do it, but
Yeah.
I'm just like, I've been really dragging playing that game. Like, I'm on chapter 9 out of like 12, so like I'm close to the end, but it's like there's just so much side activities to do. I'm like, I should be done with this by now and be able to see all the new stuff, but no.
You needed a human to guide you around it last time.
Oh yeah. You know, and I've been doing very well without Ben just being the map, because I'm used to the game now and I know how it works, but content, there's just so much content.
Ben's the map.
Ben was the map for a while. And then I got to return that favor later with something else. So,
Yay!
um,
Blue Archive has a robot girl with a railgun. Nice.
nice. Railguns are hot.
Is Asher Bane? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Is that more on the porn side, or am I thinking of something else?
Oh, they all are these days. I mean, like, yeah, they all are these days.
But if we're thinking older, no. The only one that really comes to mind visually for me is She the Ultimate Weapon. But I think she's the only robot person in that.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Like the one I'm thinking of, it will come back to me later. But like the so many of these games are just. I don't want to say they're softcore, but they are a lot more. They are very titillating, shall we say? You know, and there's so many of them now. Between like Wuthering Waves and Nikkei, fucking, oh, I don't know. There's that other game by Shift Up. They had another mobile game as well, and Nikkei was the kind of the more popular of the two, and the other one kind of like went away. That one was just Tits McGee everywhere. You know, so they like Blue Archive, Azure Lane. They're all just titty gotcha. And that's fine. I'm not complaining. Titty gotcha has its place in the
Culture.
Yes, the culture. I think the word I was looking for was not food chain, but yes, ecosystem. It has its place in the gaming ecosystem, and you know, so I'm definitely not going to complain about titty gotcha. And Elysian will soon join that list. It probably will.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if Elysian, because I don't think they'd be able to do it with Liberator. But I wouldn't be surprised if Elysian is how they bring in the other shows. Like, because you could have a DLC that's like battle against Taichi and his Wargreymon deck, or you know, battle against Taiki and his Shoutmon Cross 7 deck. They don't have to be canon, but you can do these little crossover events where the dev team just put a deck together and said, yeah, let that be insert character here. I think Elysian...
Obviously, none of them have a deck.
Exactly.
Aside from
Takato. But those card games aren't even... Yeah, but those card games aren't even compatible.
Yeah.
But even then, that'd be fun. Like, a Digimon Tamers pack, or a... I don't know. How do we edgelord that even more? Neo Tamers! And it's like Takato, Ruki, and Zhan Liang, but they've got decks for the modern card game instead of the old one. And there's a lot of things you could do that a video game gives you.
He tries to card slash and it doesn't work. Error.
Error 404. Program not found. There's a lot of things you could do. A video game gives you a bit more freedom to do than an ongoing story that is still trying to be separate from other things within the franchise. I don't mean separate. I suppose I mean be its own thing. Like, it's not trying to. Liberator is also a card game comic, but it's not trying to be Tamers Part 2.
Yeah.
I guess is what I mean. So. Right. Well, look. I guess we'll just get started. With the comic read, and then we'll kind of the novel read. I don't know why I keep doing that. So I guess we'll get started with the novel read, and then we'll swap over to the comic. So, okay, this one's gonna be. It's
Is it long?
It's not really like it's about as long as all the others. Yeah.
Art. You might scroll up there.
What? What?
Scroll up before we end up reading the end of the chapter before the start.
Oh, I can't imagine there's going to be any huge revelations in he patted him on the shoulder. But, you know. Alright. Let me just maybe zoom in a little bit. The text is a bit. Oh,
Cool.
nope, too big. Okay, nope, we're at 125%, and any larger is too big. What? That text is fat! Right, Digimon Liberator novel. Debug 11, part 3. Darkness filled his field of vision. It was a world completely devoid of anything. This was neither Lacuna, nor the real world, nor even Cross Connectia where they had been adrift only moments before. Zenith now stood in the place they called the Void.
Is he covered in void stuff?
The only light came from the firefly-like particles of data emitted by his own body, and from the glowing halo in front of him that floated above Unchained's head. You're really ticked off, huh? Come on, let's talk and make up already. Unchained chuckled teasingly. Zenith didn't answer. He was indeed furious. Furious enough to lunge at Unchained on the spot, but frustratingly the data making up his arms had been corrupted. To make things worse, he had lost an eye, throwing off his depth perception, and he couldn't accurately tell how far away Unchained was. Guess I won't be throwing any punches then. The damage to Zenith's avatar data was done when he shielded Owen from the Black Emperor Dragon's attack. After that, his fragmented consciousness was sent through another game world before Unchained led him here, into the Void. So, Imperial Dramon blasted Zenith so hard he went to Cross Connectia and back.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. God damn. More than anything, it was the fact he'd had to protect Owen that truly irritated him. And I suppose they did set up their rivalry in 11-1 and 2. Zenith finally found the words to say to his partner. Oh, sorry, his partner. Frickin' laser beams. Hey, Unchained. Ever heard of Gyudon? Digimon Liberator Side Story. Debug 11-3. Xeno begins. Gyudon? That's something you humans eat, right? I know of it, but obviously I've never eaten it. You know I'm not like you, don't you? Beneath these words, Unchained seemed to be hinting, don't think of me as human. And in that moment, Zenith couldn't help but feel that he wasn't exactly normal either. He reaffirmed his impression that he and Unchained were cut from the same cloth. Zenith, the current Digimon card game world champion, elite pro gamer, a genius, undefeated, unstoppable. Okay. Blessed with built-in aim assist. Born to bend the rules. Although there were endless titles for him, his favorite was the force of nature who stands above all. This came from his reputation in the gaming community for not merely winning, but completely dominating the field, leaving the opposition not a sliver of hope. Zenith had a passion for winning that was practically obsessive. He had chosen to handle Zenith to signal his intent to crush everyone and reign undisputed at the top. But that aside, well, I'll continue. Oh, wait, you were Zenith, right?
I was, wasn't I? Oh god, how did that go? Oh, how did I even voice him?
Come on, you can remember.
Hold on, I'm trying to find my man voice. Well, I'll continue even if you don't understand. To me, you were supposed to be Gyudon.
And that means?
Quick and simple.
Zenith loves Gyudon for 2 reasons. It arrives quickly after you order it, and you can scarf it down pretty rapidly as well. No other fast food comes close in terms of time to valuable ratio. When he first ate it in Japan, his mind was blown. He was mind blown. That's a real sentence. None of us can read. Or type. He was mind blown. That's my fault. I can't even blame the novel for that. For Zenith, efficiency was almost as much of an obsession as winning. It got on his nerves when his plans were disrupted or held up by anything trivial.
His gut is gonna hold him up in the future if that's all he's eating because it works fast. He's gonna be very interrupted in his 30s. What happened to our promise to keep Owen Dreadnought out of this?
Owen? Oh, that's why you're so mad then. Finally connecting the dots, Unchained clapped once to indicate understanding.
Ah.
That's why you're so mad then. Understanding, but not repentance. The data of the Imperial Dramon was improved from the digital... The data of the Imperial Dramon was from the digital world, imported via Cross-Connectia. So when summoned into Lacuna, there was no way to control them. And they're not exactly the type of Digimon that would follow my plan anyway. Unchained admitted wrongdoing, but obviously had a clear conscience, and just wanted to get the conversation over with. A plan and a promise. When Unchained had asked him for help, Zenith had made his desires and requirements clear. He wanted a rematch against Owen Dreadnought on the grandest stage possible. WrestleMania?
I don't think they'll accept a card game in WrestleMania.
Nah, they will if he's a big enough celebrity.
That's true. We missed some messages that Desmond had sent in.
Oh.
Because they had the word titty in them. And then this one had the word fat, and YouTube didn't like that.
The archive isn't Titty Gotcha, it's Gunny Gotcha first and Titty Gotcha second. Wow.
Nice, delicious, fat text. Sure.
Fair enough.
Dreadnought?
No, Dreadnought.
No.
When they last came face to face in the Digimon Card Game World Championship, Zenith had come out on top.
Would some people say nout? Dreadnought?
No.
No? Okay.
That's not how that word works.
No.
However, although there was nothing dubious about how he won, the match itself was vexing and unsatisfying. He claimed to own that he'd won by fluke, but in truth, there was nothing fluky about it. He had been stoked. It was the biggest event, the championship finals, and just the opponent he wanted. The Crimson Dragon Blade Owen. Yet, he couldn't shake off the feeling that it would turn out to be a boring match. He realized his premonition was correct when he saw Owen let out a sigh just before the start, looking like his mind was elsewhere. Owen seemed somehow disappointed about the state of affairs, and this in turn disappointed Zenith. For Zenith, winning was pure joy. But it wasn't all about winning for its own sake. What he craved was the thrill of overcoming the odds, facing a formidable opponent and demonstrating that he was even better. But he knew such victories were rare and might even be out of reach one day. And that was why he felt like this. It was a thirst for adrenaline that had motivated Zenith to climb his way to the top of multiple games. Owen denied Zenith the thrill he sought by failing to bring his A-game, and that infuriated him. He was intent on getting Owen to play him again, this time fully focused, and so he decided to cooperate with Unchained.
I'm gonna end the world so I can fight you in a card game.
He really is. So Zenith is Kaiba. Right.
Oh, 100%. Except we've given Owen the Kaiba voice. I didn't realize these Cheetos would be huge. I don't know what I thought they'd look like, but not this.
Quite tasty.
Oh, there's the jalapeno.
Ah. Cool. Anyway. He was intent on getting... I know, I read it. I know.
Mm-hmm.
He was intent on getting Owen to play him again. This time fully focused, and so he decided to cooperate with Unchained. He even agreed to hand over Vemmon, who was his partner since he started Liberator. It didn't matter to Zenith that he had already claimed the crown in the real-world card game. Liberator was a new stage, and a valuable new opportunity.
Hey, Corvidae.
Hey, Corvidae.
I know how that works, Meg.
You know...
That's him.
Go for it.
You know, if that guy gets serious, he could actually beat me. He's the kind of treat I've been starving for. And yet, he was almost taken out of the game. Unacceptable. Unacceptable!
Unacceptable! I really don't get why this whole battling thing matters to you so much. It seems pretty pointless.
Enough.
How could everyone be so oblivious? It was bizarre to Zenith how others could even go on living without seeking adrenaline. It's beyond comprehension. Perhaps it was normal human nature to lack such a drive. If so, Zenith didn't mind being considered a monster. But if he was a monster, then Owen was too. You can't remain as the Digimon card game world champion for that many years without being an adrenaline junkie. The debugging team has plenty of strong players, right? Can't any of them scratch your itch? Cool boy, maybe? Unchained's question... Oh, well, thank you. Unchained's question was met with a snort from Zenith.
I can't force a snort, but that's the best I can do.
He had already challenged Cool Boy, having detected his strength through scent. He even imagined that Cool Boy might be the one to satisfy his thirst for a rival. But in the end, Cool Boy brushed off his challenge, and he went up against his partner Omekamon instead.
I just pictured him like coming up behind Cool Boy going...
Strong. I agree, these battles are pointless. His victory then was never in doubt. And there was no thrill, no joy.
He won't meet my requirements. He's like you, same scent.
Zenith felt that Unchained and Cool Boy were alike, although their abilities most likely rivaled his own. They lacked self-interest. They misused their strength, seeking to fulfill some great cause at the expense of personal gain. And this was massively at odds with Zenith's ethos of self-perfection. He made a peeved expression, but Unchained simply shrugged and shook his head like he was uninterested, as always. You don't want... You don't want to make life easy for me, huh? I wouldn't say I regret choosing you to be my insider on the debugging team. But I can only put up with so much of this nonsense.
You have to keep your promise.
Can't you think about anything else besides that silly promise? You really are irritating. But I suppose I do owe you. Unchained clapped, and there was a shrill noise. A portal emerged between the two of them, and something familiar stepped out. Humanoid, but far from human. With a sleek white chassis. A battle NPC.
What, you expect me to battle this with my body all busted up?
Hold your horses, partner. In fact, this is a present for you. Next, Unchained brings forth 3 flat rectangular objects. Mirrors, reflecting Zenith from the front and each side. They show just how badly his character data polygons have been damaged. Standing behind him with an eerie lack of presence is the battle NPC. I get that you're desperate to battle Owen. Well, lucky you. I am going to keep my promise.
What does all of this have to do with that?
Don't you worry your not-so-pretty little head. I'm going to arrange everything, you ugly bastard. First things first. You wouldn't want to battle with that body, would you? Just then, the NPC dispersed into a cloud of data particles and began to wrap around Zenith. Starting from his feet, his body was gradually overwritten.
Oh.
The process was almost like that of zipping up a mascot costume. When finished, Zenith's character data had been drastically converted. Fully robed and fitted with a mask just like an NPC's face, Zenith's vision had been improved and his movements made lighter. Hopefully you understand now. I'm not the kind of AI that lets down their partner. Unchained continued, explaining, I really wish there wasn't this gap here, like this should be up here. Explaining that the time to enact their plan had arrived. Somebody's gunning for a mirror image rival. Yeah. They were going to use a massive in-game event, the conclusion to Digimon Liberator's main questline, to lure in players and harvest their character data. You need to play the part of NPC Zeno. Zeno will be the event's final boss. Dwayne? Get the fuck out of here! I want no Dwayne Johnson ruining my Digimon Liberator. Oh no, I can hear Fane. Oh no, where is that Travis Scott? Why do I hear final boss music?
Oh, like I know Zeno will be the event's final boss, but I just pictured Dwayne rocking up in Owen's, like, his new gear.
Up against the best player in the game, disguised as an NPC, players will inevitably be defeated one after another, losing their data as a result. Anyhow, I don't know exactly how exceptional Owen Dreadnought truly is, but if he is the real deal, he'll come to try and stop the event. He is a debugger after all. He'll definitely win all the other battles, make it to the end, and face you again. At that point, you can decide what you want to do.
They forgot that should be in the...
They closed this off too early.
Yeah.
It's sure to be spectacular, right? I'm keeping my promise and then some.
Finally. At last!
The
Rock has come back!
No!
To Digimon Liberator!
No!
They set that up perfectly.
I'm just eating my Cheetos until my rage subsides. How dare you?
We might be here for a while.
How very dare you? You could read the next bit.
Really? Inexplicable joy surged through Zenith's body. He had been convinced that his corrupted data would prevent him from battling Owen again, and so he had fallen into despair. He thought Unchained had either forgotten the promise or decided to ignore it, but now he realized everything had been planned one step ahead. So I can battle him. I'll finally get to battle him. That monster will definitely take it to the wire. Heck, he might even beat me.
Are you even listening to me? I don't mind either way. Even so, Unchained goes on. As worthy of an opponent as he may be, surely you're not down with losing.
Obviously.
Zenith responds automatically.
Oh. Why were you... Regardless of the opponent, the notion of losing is always far from his mind. Our battle may end up looking close on the surface, but I'll keep just enough in reserve to secure the W. That's how the best of the best do it, and that's me. Knowing that he might even die, Zenith still smiles, anticipating an incomparable thrill. This was an emotion he cherished, the sort of feeling you get vicariously when watching action movies.
Huh? Alright then. Glad to hear it.
Smiling calmly, Unchained remembers something and reaches into a pocket.
I still need to give you this.
An item all Digimon Liberator players are familiar with. A deck case with a circular display embedded in the center. D-storage. One thing is different about it, the coloring. Unlike the standard model, the exterior is black and the elements around the display glow purple. Can I have one?
Say hi to your former partner. Yours again now.
Bemmon! Calling the Digimon's name brings it forth from the D-storage. Bemmon. Should I be calling it Bemmon?
Just run with it while you're in the middle of it.
A level 3 with an eye-catching visor and purple torso. Zenith's former partner, this artificial Digimon had its data used to keep Machinamon alive.
If you want a redo of the World Championship or whatever, then you need to have the right deck, surely.
It's actually quite scary how thorough you are. As Zenith reached out his hand, the Digimon gave a silent nod and came closer. He remembered now. Bemmon had always been quick on the uptake, just the kind of Digimon he liked. I'm grateful for this, Unchained. I'll do everything I can to repay your kindness.
That would be truly wonderful. In that case...
With a finger snap, Unchained summoned a large portal that enveloped the three of them. It looked like they were about to be sent to Lacuna, but who knows where. As Vemmon entered the portal alongside its partner, Unchained's lips curled into a gentle yet twisted smile. Zenith, or rather, Xeno the Aberration, he even sounds like a Xenoblade.
Yeah, it sounds like a Xenoblade Tyrant. Sheldon, the dentally challenged.
Xeno the Aberration also grinned, baring his teeth and nodding.
Oh, he's got fangs now.
Given the dark color of his mask, Vemmon couldn't tell whether its partner's eyes were smiling. Was this really the right thing to do? No. Vemmon's cognition protocol immediately rejected the doubt as it surfaced. Being used as a tool did not matter. What mattered to Vemmon was that it could help fulfill Zenith's wish. Zenith's wish.
I'm counting on you, Xeno.
Without so much as a glance in Vemmon's direction, Unchained gave his partner a friendly pat on the shoulder. To be continued. So this whole...
So Bemmon's developing a conscience.
Yes, and Unchained is male, according to this.
According to this, yeah. Fun little chapter. Our motives are still complex.
It literally... All that happened was... Zenith got a makeover and was just like, I want to fight Owen. I want to fight Owen. Oh, okay, sweetie, you can.
Yeah.
That's it.
like this was fine.
There were a whole lot of words in there that we didn't need. Yeah, and they've said, like Desmond said, looks female enough. They've said their gender is unknown.
Yeah, like Unchained was set up to be more very just an androgynous AI. So I wonder if the use of he is the use of he and his is just whatever translation from the Japanese version. I imagine similar to Seekers, an element of this is still being auto-translated and not, you know, it might just actually be getting tidied up post Google Translate.
Have you seen that AI in real life that has told the world that it's non-binary?
Oh.
An AI. Computer.
Mm.
Very, very binary thing.
I mean,
I thought that was quite funny.
yes and no. I see both sides of that.
Yeah. It's funny, a computer telling you it's not binary.
Yeah. Its code might be, but it itself is outside the gendered binary. So I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to piss all over your joke, but and I'm not trying to. But because I do see the irony also of something made of ones and zeros, something made with, well, probably not ones and zeros anymore. I don't know, like computer binary. I don't know if really, it's probably outdated tech at this stage. But I do see the irony in that, and the oh, that's weird. But anyway, so Yuki says, so Owen beats Shoto, then Zeno will beat Owen, and the finale is Shoto beating Zeno to save the day. Or we go the other way and let Owen win, and the finale is Shoto versus Owen rematch. Given that Shoto is the protagonist, I fully see option A being where it goes.
Yeah.
I fully you know, yeah, given that Shoto is the protagonist, it would be like like letting Kai beat Ren in Vanguard in
It would be like playing Sword and Shield.
and Leon just doing everything. Yeah. So I do fully expect that Owen will lose to Zeno again, and then Shoto will defeat Zeno to save everybody.
Yeah.
I really just hope they don't think it's a good idea to like nuke the entire cast on the way up to this battle.
Yeah.
Like Arisa fights Zeno and loses, Violet fights Zeno and loses, Close fights Zeno and loses, Mirai, Suzune. I really just don't. I really hope keeping the other team in Cross Connectica is just so that they don't have to get nuked for this plotline. Yeah, we already saw Owen lose to Zenith, so I could see them go the other way, build up Owen's W, and the final chapter be shown Shoto versus Owen like the finale of Arc 1. I mean, that would be a nice bookend to it. That would be a nice kind of bookend of the arc starting or ending, depending on your perspective, with Owen versus Shoto, and then also ending with Owen versus Shoto, and Shoto getting his win back. But I'm also not a fan of 50-50 booking. You know, I don't like the idea. It depends on how it's done. I don't like the idea of 50-50 booking, but it really depends on whether Zeno is actually going to be a mainstay antagonist, or if he's just going to be around for a couple of chapters and then Unchained tells him you've outlived your usefulness. Which
They'll
I can
do eventually.
I could see happening very easily.
You're too focused on this Owen shit. You're no good to me.
Yeah. Also, I don't know, I like Venmon developing a conscience and being like, hey, wait a minute, are we the baddies? And then immediately being like, no. I do wonder if Unchained has messed around with Venmon while it was in storage. Like, if it could be programmed to betray him, or he'll be turned into something else that will... I don't know, maybe this is how we get the Bemmon version of Gaiamon. Maybe it isn't dead in the water because of Appmon Gaiamon. maybe Unchained has done something and that's how we get that version. There is also a chance I remember Yuki exists and let her fight Unchained so Zenith could be the comic's final boss. I wouldn't hate that either. Because right now it's looking like Yuki versus Mistymon, and I don't know if that's not exactly marquee booking. You know? But anyway.
These Cheetos simultaneously taste like nothing and spicy.
I imagine yours do, because mine are...
I think it's the texture of the Cheetos.
Yeah.
My brain is expecting them to be more like our cheesy puffs.
Yeah.
Which are less dry.
Yeah.
I guess. Mouth is on fire.
Can we read character profiles now?
Spicy nothing, exactly. Can we? Maybe...
Zenith.
Like, are people really going to think he's an NPC? If anything, he's just wearing a pair of Seth Rollins glasses.
Yeah.
I already read it. Okay.
I mean, anime protagonists are, anime characters are susceptible to holding the idiot ball for ungodly amounts of time.
This is true.
Okay, so the profile hasn't really changed since the last time we read it. And Bemmon we ended up reading last time because it was just like a key for ensuring Machinimon's survival. They acknowledge that in 11.3, but we don't really have any context as to the hows and whys of that, which is what I'm hoping 14.1 does for us, because there's just Machinimon everywhere.
Stuff to read after Altea's chapter.
Altea's chapter? Oh, in... Wait. In Mirai's chapter.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I suppose her character profile and whatever. But that's next week. It'll be Debug 12 and 14-2. So that's next week.
Yuki's sleeve looks so big. It looks like her arm is coming out of a pipe.
It's just one of those Mario pipes that faces down when you literally drop back into a level. Okay then. Fair enough. Right, well look, there wasn't really a whole lot to take away from that discussion.
I'll do. It was just him getting a makeover and getting pats on the head going, yes dear.
Right, well look, we'll jump over to the comic then.
Yeah.
And
is he in this too?
I have no idea. But let's see if we can get some plot or some motives or something, because right now that's tonight hopefully. Because right now everything is still very vague. So it would be nice to be less vague. Let me see something here as well.
Not comments yet.
No, not comments yet. There we go.
Yeah, for everything else, we have to move it down except Liberator.
Shock. Oh yeah, like the fucking. Oh yeah, like a big. The egg formed over the city last time.
Egg is unchained.
Egg is unchained. Yeah. Suddenly, an explosion erupted from within the remnants of Egg. From the garden, they burst forth one after another into the lacuna. From a massive swarm of Machinamon.
It's raining cats. That would be terrifying.
In about 2.5 hours, should have the stream later so we can catch it.
But that's like 3 or 4 a.m. for us.
Yeah, no, we had an opportunity to do this one earlier, and we were as close to that as I could possibly get us. So, even if a game is meant to be an escape from reality. Aww.
Meow.
The sight before us was far too
Cute.
distant from the everyday life we knew. What awaits us now? Oh.
Who's that guy?
I think he's just a random character.
He's just me going, yay, cats!
Unlike the players around us whose faces lit up with excitement, we, the debugging team, were struck by a vague but overwhelming sense of despair. As if we were witnessing the end of the world itself. Hey! Yuki cameo. It's going to be a long day. Ah, there's the girls. And they're several levels of cursed.
Close is just like, wanted to do other stuff.
Everyone had the same feeling. And then, as if to confirm our worst fears, they spoke to the world.
Was that so hard?
Hey there! That's what I mean. I think the novel's being machine translated.
Yeah.
And then just tidied up.
Does Japanese have...
No.
No.
That's why I'm thinking it's just
Yeah.
whatever the machine spits it out as. Hey there! Players! Boom! Shall we race towards the ending? Digimon Liberator, Episode 14, Prelude of Destruction. Huh? Is something about to start? Yeah, something big is about to start. The long announced but still unscheduled final event of the main quest? Notification. They did say something about heading toward the ending. I see. No wonder the production is so over the top. Beam, 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 fiend, fiend, fiend.
Stop it.
I am chained. Oh. Sparkle! I'm sure you've all heard my name before. I'm sure you've all at least heard my name before. Wait, is that a typo? That's right. I am the original NPC who presides over the beginning of this game. Thanks to all of you progressing through the main quest and collecting relics.
They're touching tips.
They're making a plan, but it looks like Owen is supposed to still be holding his deck box.
I think he's touching tips with Terramon.
Yeah.
Finger tipping with his toe.
Do you think she's jealous? I have regained my true form. Huh. They're actually kind of cute. Wasn't Chained an android? Yeah, but that's why this is the true form. Lacuna's ancient civilization wasn't only home to Digimon, but humans as well. At least that's what some theories suggested. Looks like quite a few players are quick on the uptake. Snap. And they're absolutely right. What's about to begin is the climax event. Vroom. Digimon Liberator is approaching its conclusion. And you will be here to witness this historic moment. Murmur. Wait, is the game shutting down? Murmur. No way, that didn't make no sense. They just announced an upcoming version update. See, it seems like this where you'd get away with like some sort of like
Cameos?
cameo, and
They did that before, didn't
is that meant to be Koichi? It's his hat, right?
they? His hair is
Black.
black, yeah.
Also, that's such a distinct like character design for
Not being anybody.
for not being anybody.
You know what's really scary?
Yeah.
If you turned her head around so she was facing you, her top would still be perfect.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like that's such a
Mimi has pink hair, right?
yeah, but like so do a few characters, and none of them track for this. It's just an odd. Like they knew they wanted someone in the middle of the panel, so they made her very distinct looking. But I'm happy to believe this is some sort of Koichi reference here, because we've had that before. There were references to other characters in the background of stuff previously, like Eiji and Tamahime. They were in they were in one a while ago.
So who the hell are these people?
I don't think they're anybody. I don't think they're meant to be anyone. They're just players of the game. But cute man. Anyway, that makes no sense. They just announced an upcoming version update. It's probably just the end of part 1 or something. The developers sure are bold, or maybe just reckless. Huh. Dropping an event they never even scheduled? Didn't see that one coming. They gave her pink hair so we can tell it's a female.
Yeah, how else could we can't see her eyelashes or her boobs?
No.
How else could we tell?
Hey. What? This is no ordinary event. They deliberately called themselves Chained, despite being an NPC. They're calling it an event to make it sound exciting, but I have a bad feeling about this. Egg already exploded. There's no way this is just some harmless event. Oh, wait. Yeah. You're right. In that case, Elizamon. At your service. Wink. Muchomon! Leave it to me! Roar! Digivolve! Ooh.
Hey! It's the best pupper.
For now, we're heading to the coordinates that were sent to D storage. Let's hurry! Oh. Big tree. To Emerald Coast! Now then, let me explain how this event works. You saw the massive swarm of Digimon that burst out of the egg earlier, right? They are Machinamon, and will now scatter across Lacuna. Oh, hey, it's one of the evolve forms.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, why is that the digital hazard? Oh, and digivolve. Once they digivolve, they will begin to parasitize NPCs across the world, so they can fight you. Defeat NPCs and you'll earn points. Players who collect a certain number of points will advance to the next phase. And of course, they'll be using all sorts of different decks, so be careful. Hey! A Lunamon deck, very different. But look at my boy! Dogachimon, he's right there! Yeah, fist bump. We got a Mugen Draymon. So it's just a point farming grind? This is way more ordinary than I expected. Oh, and one more thing. There's something very important you all need to know. Shh. Here's a warning. Under no circumstances should you ever lose to an NPC. Okay, oh, there's that girl, McKen. Oh, God. No matter what, if you lose, the Machinamon parasites will switch their host from the NPC to the defeated player. You can run, of course, but if you get caught, it's over. You'll be forcefully logged out. And that's game over. Now, let's review the event rules. Defeat NPCs possessed by Digimon to earn points, while escaping from Digimon that seek to possess humans. Once you gather enough points, you advance to the next phase. That's cool. The second phase, BAM! Is none other than a battle against a special character created for this event. Introducing Xeno! Your goal is to defeat Xeno. And then... Yeah! Prove that the outsiders are worthy of ruling this world. Did them just... Let's just say they. Did they just call the players outsiders? That's just flavor text to make the event more interesting. Remember, we players were always portrayed as visitors attempting to migrate to this world. And the story was that when we collected enough relics, the androids of Lacuna rose in rebellion. Ah, I see. Come forth, outsiders! Poll. This is a battle where only those who share a true bond with Digimon will survive. The ultimate battle between androids and humanity. Let us determine Lacuna's true ruler, fair and square, through cards. The time has come! Raise!
Pointing!
For such an emotionless little twerp for like the first half of the story, they are very energetic here. I'm about to conquer the world! Yeah! Let's go! This is the tale of the world's fate. Woo! Aw.
Is that...
Wait, that's... I think that might be the female player character from the Atmon game.
I was thinking it looked like Haru's outfit.
A little, but with the red hair. I think it's the player character. I think it's a reference to the player character from the Atmon game. I love whoever this. I love this character with the Pokemon on her head. Neokomon on her head.
Scroll up again.
Yep.
He has the head that could be Yujin. He looks like he has angry eyebrows.
Ah, okay.
That guy's wearing Masaru's outfit.
I mean, it's an orange shirt. That's not hard to do. I don't think everything's a reference. But some things stand out a bit more than others. Oh! Oh god, that's terrifying. Huh. Woo! Emerald Coast. Oh wow, just everyone together, huh? Okay.
And this is all them in the
sanctuary. A hidden area, also known as the sanctuary. Wow. Okay, I'm digging the guy with the Kunamon over his shoulders, with like the basketball shirt and the jorts. I'm digging that.
What the hell are they?
No, they're just players. All right. There's a lot more. This is some fun crossover stuff. Looks like everyone's here. Oh, this is you.
I can't believe there's a place like this here.
It's thanks to Huckmon. There's no Lacuna poison here. Even if Digimon go outside, they can move freely. Go again.
Is that her?
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, we have an Ugomon as
Ew.
well. Chuchumon, Red Otamamon, we've got a Chicken Ballmon, we've got Burgermon, Black Agumon, Bearmon, Sukaimon,
The other
not
Pokemon?
Palmon,
Yeah.
Aurorumon,
Purple Pokemon.
Alra. It's because it's from Alra. Oh, how do you pronounce that?
Like Aurelius? Or...
It was translated as like Ararumon, but it's like from all like it's a plant type like AL or UNE or something. Anyway, it's not Palmon, it's that one.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like a natural garden, huh? Thank you, Hawkmon.
it's the same Hackmon from the side story. No, Hackmon's not in this yet. This is Hookmon.
It says it right there.
Aww.
Big hug.
I don't think it's a hug. I think he's just like nodding respectfully.
Aww.
But just the way it's overlaid, it's like they're hugging.
Aww.
It's like she's giving him head pats or
All around him,
all round. Thank you. You're thanking the wrong person. I only let you into the sanctuary because of Yuki. If you want to show gratitude, thank her.
Scroll up for a sec. I thought he was blushing there for a second.
Oh.
Like, only because of her. That's true. Thank you, Yuki-chan.
It's no big deal. This is adorable. Hold on. And now it's a Polaroid.
Yeah.
Ah! I can't stay here any longer. I've got to get back to my job. Whoosh. Brum. Leave Cool Boy to us. Let's go, Impmon. Okay. I'm counting on you. This world that Yuki loves so much.
Yeah.
All right, we're off.
Now she's reaching out of the pipe.
Vroom.
Hey, so this is the bit
Yeah.
from back in one of the other novels. She, just before they went...
Oh yeah, they were talking in the garden and then she ran away and we were like, how the fuck did Yao get there so quickly?
Yeah, because they'd been... Because didn't Unchained, like...
Jump scare Yao? Yeah.
Yeah, that seems to have just disappeared for now.
She's a blonde, is she? Oh, I thought she was redheaded. I'm thinking the male MC then, am I? Am I thinking of the male Atmon MC? I guess I just saw the longer hair and made a presumption. Don't think that's anyone. Fair enough. It's just a very distinct outfit. Which is good, but when everyone else looks like, yeah, the male is red. Okay. So maybe a blend of the two? Because the only reason I say it And if it's not, it's not. That's cool. I can move on. Like it's not going to ruin my experience or anything. But some of these background NPCs are given so much detail or something that makes them stand out and make them seemingly more important than anyone else in the audience.
It's hard not to speculate what they are.
Yeah. You know, and fair enough. Like, this is a game, this is a story that has already put forward the idea that there is an in-game store. You can buy new outfits and accessories and such. So that wouldn't even matter. But, like, when everyone else is wearing, like, dark green and dark blue and dark this, and then there's just someone there in bright red and yellow.
Yeah.
With green goggles and, you know, long red
Pink
hair.
hair, pink top, and a cute man beside them.
Yeah, you're kind of like, wait a minute. You know? It's just, it's just like, what made that person so,
They can afford the better skins.
they're whales for the game and they just pay to win.
Mm-hmm.
Yow. Oh. Don't hug me, I'm scared.
Owen?
I've got a lot of questions, but first, let me confirm something. This event, it wasn't organized by the administrators, was it?
That's correct.
Try again.
That's correct.
No.
No.
Look at her face.
She's... No.
No. Like,
That's correct. No.
that's correct. Like, sheepish.
Well, she doesn't look sheepish to me. She looks determined.
But she's all like she's like her face is turned down, which is why there's barely any light on it. She's being sheepish about it, and we know Unchained jump scared her, so there's probably something there to that as well.
Okay. That's correct. It was all the doing of the Debugs team's special advisor,
Chung.
this freak.
Zzz.
Skrrr. Unchained.
Hmm.
Unchained appeared in the garden and took over the egg system from within. There we go, there's the jump scare.
Click, snap. They do like snapping their fingers.
Mm-hmm. Ah! Isn't this the intro to that game that wouldn't load?
Oh yeah.
It triggered an explosion by forcefully seizing high-level authority within Digimon Liberator.
But why?
I have no idea.
Could there be some special reason? I know why. Step. Close. Oh, okay. Mommy? God. Oh, they were just, okay. We gotta wait till next week. To be continued.
That's a good good spot to leave the screen on.
Oh, just this? Yeah.
That's kind of reminding me of like in Cyber Sleuth at the end of a battle, and it kind of goes close to the like that. Is it Andra Woman?
And then she flicks her hair to push the camera away.
Yeah, looks like she's doing that.
We can read part 2 now? No, we can't. That's not how the schedule works. This next week will be 14.2 and Debug 12.
Yeah.
But it's only an hour! Yeah, but you need to be up early in the morning, don't you? Because you have places to be.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, a short show is okay every once in a while. Kind of makes up for all the 5 and 6 hour ones we
Yeah,
do.
like not every show can be like 4 to 6 hours long. Sometimes shorter ones are okay too.
Time for 02. We're not there yet. A few more weeks. Oh, there's like some jalapeno dust in my throat.
Oh, that does not sound comfortable. Have you any of your drink left?
No, but I have water inside.
Ah, okay. All right, well, go on. You get that then.
Choke all over chat.
I don't know. If you met our chat, they might like that.
They like being choked.
Stop stalling. Stalling for what? Like, there's nothing to stall for. We're out of content for today.
Isn't Yuki the one who told us?
Yeah, Yuki, we're
Split
only,
it this way.
yeah, Yuki, we're only following your instruction anyway. Look, I definitely enjoyed this. I definitely enjoyed 14.1 more than Debug 11.3. Because it actually feels like stuff happened in this one.
Yeah.
Like, we're starting to see the plan come together. We're starting to see the event take shape. I did enjoy seeing all the different, players kind of question it. And, it kind of ran through a lot of, MMO tropes where, you've got players being like, oh, this sounds weird, or this just sounds awful. And then others just being like,
ugh, points grinding.
yeah, and then other ones just being like, oh, it's just flavor text. It just makes it sound fancier. Genuine conversations people have when events come up in these big MMOs. For oh, how good is it really going to be? Or I didn't expect the podcast to finish this in a timely manner. Well, that's on you then, isn't it?
You read these in advance. You knew how short they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't buy these again.
No, it was good. They were the Cheetos. Yeah, they were good to try, but I wouldn't be in a rush to.
To go off on my dad's birthday.
Oh, fun!
Could that be it?
Well, that could be it as well.
They're going off. Well, they're going off in 2 months, but
Definitely not. They're not going to lose their consistency that quick.
that contains 3 to 4 servings. Oops.
So come on, all right, we can talk about the crisps later.
Sorry. I mean, not enough happened really to talk about.
Well,
Let's be fair.
I mean, I don't know.
I enjoyed the Machinamon exploding out of the egg.
Yeah,
That was fun.
I really enjoyed how much of a Genki boy that that Unchained was in the comic.
Yeah.
Because in the novel, they're very much like, yes, I'm bored of this. I know. Here, I'm keeping my promise. I'm going to placate you. And like you were saying, it does feel like they're just patting Zenith on the head for the whole thing.
Yeah.
But in this one, where they're spinning around and they're doing poses and there's sparkle and
what's her name from Pokemon? The yellow jacket. And the Magnemite hair.
oh, Iono.
Yeah, they turned into a Yono.
Unchained just turns into Iono. Or Iono.
Iono?
Because ions.
Yeah.
Magnets, ions. Yeah. Yeah, I really did like how Unchained or Chained, whatever they're calling themselves. They weren't unhinged, but it was really fun to see. Like I said, I think someone might be more of a battle junkie than they admit.
No, I was really hoping for. Sorry, no, you continue your point.
Oh, I was just really they weren't unhinged, but I really did like seeing this, even if it is a put on, just this other side of them that is charismatic and amping people up and being a proper video mascot for the gaming, basically Digimon Liberators. Well, maybe not their Paimon, but just being a good sort of face for the video game.
Yeah.
Before this event or tournament or whatever, gives half of the player base Eden syndrome.
Yeah, so I was waiting for a panel further down after all the peace signs.
Yeah.
Going, ugh, that felt wrong.
Yeah, that would have been fun. That would have been a fun take to it. I would have liked that. There's yeah.
Because I feel like that's what they're feeling after doing that.
Yeah, like they come away from fucking idiots, morons of the highest caliber. Yeah, you definitely see them coming away from it like that, and that kind of makes. Yeah, just yeah, just wiping themselves off like.
You're the digital bath now.
Because they sure lit up once the major fights became imminent. Yeah, Unchained, yeah, for sure. Definitely a bit of a battle junkie on the inside, I think. I suppose when you're an NPC for a video game, you're the first NPC. For a video game that's all about battling, it makes sense that even if you're sentient, that would get to you eventually. That would seep into you over time. That kind of makes, like, I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. I think that actually makes a whole lot of sense.
And then when this is your environment,
Yeah.
your digital environment, and it's just over, like, it's where you have to live.
Yeah.
And, like, they obviously don't like humans being there.
Hmm.
So they're going to harvest them for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're just seeing them as a means to, you know, or eating their data as a way to get rid of them.
Yeah.
So they're kind of, are they speciesist?
Well, they probably relate more to the Digimon than the humans being digital themselves. So
Yeah.
that probably has a lot to do with it as well.
It's kind of harkens back to when Close was talking about, you know, not being able to leave, or, you know, the others can log out and still meet up,
Yeah.
but she has to just kind of sit there and wait for them to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike their Digimon. Like, if Shoto logs out, Teromon just goes into the void for however long.
And they all get to hang out together at least, but
Close doesn't really have that luxury.
yeah, like she could make friends with other players, but they still leave. And then, did it come up that eventually they'd stop playing the game and she'd just be stuck there on her own?
Well,
Or did we talk about that?
no, it did come up because Aris is going to be logging out for 3 months to focus on her studies.
Yeah.
Violet will have other stuff going on.
They got jobs and stuff.
Like, eventually the time that they do log in will be less and less.
Yeah.
Unless they end up working for the company. But, like, Close is going to see her friends get older and wither.
Yeah.
And her server might just get turned off one day. It's kind of sad, like, when you think about the...
But they existed before the game, right?
Well, I think they were... Close was probably made around the same time as Unchained.
So they kind of just were created as it was. Like, they could,
Yeah.
They just kind of spawned in when the universe was created, right?
Yeah.
But we know they can travel elsewhere into phones and stuff, right? So if
Yeah, I don't know
Liberator
if
were
that's...
to shut down, I wonder could they get out and go live in the internet?
I don't know. I'm trying to read chat and
No,
I don't know what you're saying, and I'm
you're
going back and forth.
You were touching your hair here, but on screen your arm was just
okay.
and your head was dipping down and
I wasn't really
disappearing.
minding because I was trying to go back and forth. Sorry, I was trying to focus on Corviday's comment. I guess when you think about it, for the NPCs, the battles are probably the most stimulating thing they get. If everything else is general game routine.
Yeah, well, I feel like these two are way above NPC status.
Oh, of course, yeah. Like, they're sentient AI. Maybe you need a refresher. Reread the Close chapter. You know what? I will in my off time. Okay. So, any other thoughts about, like, what's to come, or anything you're looking for out of, like,
I'm still not
Debug
entirely
12 and 14.2 next week?
Still not entirely sure what the end game could be.
Yeah, Unchained's motives are still very complex. We have
Yeah,
no
like,
idea.
are you looking to just get rid of the humans?
Yeah.
Or are you looking to kill everything and destroy the whole lot, including yourself? Because that's what will happen.
Yeah.
Or are you going to branch out? You take over this, you take over Idea, Tail,
Yeah.
whichever one of those is the company, and then you take over, you pull a Leviathan on the world?
I really want to know how Cross Connectia is going to start working into this because, again, as we learned in Debug, Imperial Dramon hit Zenith so hard he got sent to Cross Connectia because that's where Imperial Dramon is from, and then Unchained had to pull Zenith's character data back into the void of Liberator.
Yeah.
To be able to patch him up with an NPC. That's so I'm very curious how Cross Connectia is going to blend into the Liberator story and what that's going to cause kind of Lacuna to become by the end of it. Contrary to the ambiguity of Unchained's appearance, closest female form may be the result of player data having been subjected to a deeper learning process. Okay. So the player data understood waifus are cute.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's why we have so many big titty, like, Digimon.
Yeah.
Because the internet is horny.
Uh-huh. In theory, they could leave. I guess it depends on how tied the writers make their data to the game's code. Basically, they can transfer themselves between different types of servers or not. Yeah, and that's kind of what happened with Unchained when they leapt into Cool Boy's phone.
And that could be because they're all on the same internet connection in that building because they were
it could
in
be an intranet thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't
But
really
we don't
considered
know.
that.
Because, well, they didn't go any further with it.
No, but that's a very good observation. That could be because they're on the same internal network. Unchained's data could just move between devices on the same intranet. Never mind internet, intranet.
Yeah.
That's a very good observation. It's kind of like Koshiro's little pocket dimension things that he just creates in Try.
Yeah.
Where the Digimon can just be pushed into a laptop and appear on the TV screen on the wall. So yeah, no, that's a very good observation. Well done, Meg. So
You just really have to wonder if they are in his phone and he connects to a mobile network outside of that building.
yeah,
Did they just get shot back to the other one?
shot back into.
Like they disconnect from the phone with the internet? Or do they go further?
Yeah. I can't imagine the story will.
We gotta find a new word for you, Desmond. Titties is just not coming through.
I can't imagine the story will ever elaborate on it. I think that's always just going to be up to the reader's inference on.
Depends how far the story goes.
Yeah.
If they eventually get out of Liberator, Lacuna, all of that.
Yeah.
Well, then we'll find out, I guess.
Yeah. Well, there's also that. That's what I mean. I don't expect that to happen. Also, I realized I never took down the spoiler banner for 2020.
Oh well.
Oh well, at least it'll be there for Sunday.
Or what?
Tita, yes.
Tita. Or the Irish little kids version ditties.
Ditties. Oh, actually, with recent events, that's probably not a good word to use.
Oh no. I forgot about
That's
it.
a different kind of ditty party.
Yeah. What about titty?
Titty with 2 Ds.
Yeah. Does YouTube pick that up?
I can try.
It won't
It
block
won't
you.
block for me because I'm already a mod.
Someone type TIDDY.
Yeah.
I'm just honestly from a moderator perspective, I want to know if that word will come through.
Yay! There it is.
There we go.
Titty works. Brilliant. Okay. So look, what I'll do then is
I thought you were
Let's-
screenshotting her.
no. I'll do that on mobile. I can get the.
Yeah, you need to screenshot the Polaroid of Yuki as well.
Ah, yes. Okay. Well, look. Let me get rid of the Mimo Vision here.
Actually, you know what I enjoyed?
Go on.
The evolutions of Machinamon. I don't particularly like that dog, robot, digital hazard looking thing, but that was in there twice, and then the other one was in there as well.
Yeah. So this is the actually, I'll just pull this back up on screen just so I have context for what I'm talking to Meg about. So this is the cover for 14.2.
Ah.
Close, just looking like a big old goddess over the world. Also, or very hungry. Has she taken a bite out of the egg system?
That's what really happened.
Close woke up and went, I want eggs.
I like eggs.
I like eggs.
Let's be fair, she looks spaced out enough to be that girl.
So that is, so that's the cover for Prelude of Destruction Part 2.
Desmond says I need to get close to close. Only with her permission.
Yep. You gotta ask her consent. Right. I guess. I'm just trying to see, do we have comments to catch up on?
I'm pretty sure we do.
Okay. There is one. Lady Leomon left a comment on our adventure stream on Sunday. Just says, hello, AJ and Meg.
Hi.
Hello to you too.
I feel like there was meant to be more to that, or
I don't know.
did she think she was in chat?
I hope not, because that was 23 hours ago at this stage. So I hope.
Oh yeah,
not.
so it wouldn't have been.
No.
No.
So let me take a look. There's also a new community thing for if I make community posts, the comments on those will pop up here.
Ah, okay.
So we can figure out a way to use that.
Is that kind of like the I only see it from Vlad's community.
Yeah.
But other people post in it like it's a group almost.
That's
yeah.
that's
Okay.
That's what that is. Yeah.
Okay.
So we now have access to that.
Hmm.
So let me see. Liberator prior. Oh, here it is. 11, 1 and 2. Oh, just the one comment from Ali. Says Zenith seems to be an uncomfortable person to hang around with. Yeah. He's a bit too try-hard.
Oh yeah, all that stuff he was saying earlier, about loving, he's called this, he's elite this,
Oh, his
pro
like
that.
20 fucking titles, yeah.
Oh my god, your parents just hyped you up so hard when you were a kid. You got all the trophies, didn't you?
First, second, third, and participation. Oh, okay. So that's it.
Is that it? I thought we had loads of comments.
Nope, that's it. We're done.
They're all on the other show, are they?
Oh, for the members only one. Yeah, Desmond left a good couple of comments for us on
Oh,
the.
they're up above.
What?
Go again. And again. That.
Oh, for.
Oh, that's Time Stranger.
That's my reaction to the Time Stranger trailer.
Well, do you want to read those?
Yeah, I suppose it'll give us something to do.
You won't have another Time Stranger video to react to them on.
No, well, I don't know. We might get another trailer between now and October 3rd.
But are you going to remember to read comments?
Probably not, no. Okay. And here I was thinking we get out of here on a clean 2 hours, but...
You could say no. You can still say no.
You missed my comment. It wasn't there. There was no other comment. Look. There is no other comment.
Try the...
I did. I did the filter thing. Most relevant? Published? I checked held. Nothing. Published, apply, status,
Alright, go
top
to
comments.
Go to newest. No.
Oh. Yeah.
And in the other one? No. The other one?
This one? Yeah,
No, okay.
I did the I haven't responded thing and nothing. There is no other comment. So Yuki, if you left something here It doesn't exist anymore. YouTube have murdered it. Responses with new replies.
And community.
Oh, in community. No.
Oh, look at that.
What?
Lady Leomon's comment.
Edited the comment! And the heart react is gone.
That's weird.
I guess because they
They deleted it?
they edited the no,
Oh.
'cause it says edit, so
Are you watching?
there
There you are.
Say her name and she appears. Okay. It just looked like a general hello.
Well, it looked like a start of a comment. Like when I'm typing in like your chat on your stream and then I fall asleep. I just hit send and you're like, what?
I gotta move. Well, the summoning worked. I can't grant 3 wishes, sorry. Ah, we got our genie on Temu. But, alright, so the full comment, and the heart went away because it was edited, I think. Sorry I missed your stream so close to the end. Cinder has been looking under the weather and I've been wanting to be there. I love him way more than Leomon. That's absolutely valid.
Yeah.
That's absolutely valid. You don't need to apologize either. You can, the VODs are always there to listen back on and watch along with. And, no one's ever under any obligation to join us when they're not able to. So definitely be with your pets. Be with your pets.
With your babies.
Yeah.
Where's Yuki's comment then? Or Yuki's post? Is it under the viewer posts thing? Hey, it is. Hi.
Oh, I'm sorry, that does not count. You only made that a few minutes ago.
But now we know it works.
Hi. Viewer post. What was the post? Oh, just in
hi.
general. Oh, okay. So you can just go to my community on the YouTube channel now and just make posts.
That's dangerous.
That is. Yeah. That is. I can't reply in here though.
Oh.
That's weird. Oh wait, hold on. Nope. No, I can't. It has to be on the app. Okay, well look, we'll go back to the Time Stranger video then, and we'll read through. See, a lot of these have timestamps, and I don't remember the context of the timestamps. But Ali did. Oh God, Ali with a novel of a comment.
As always.
Thank
you, Ali.
Though. Says, so how... Who in the group believes we're getting even more news in Summer Game Fest? Because I'm still an unnecessary believer. Well, I know, I didn't... Once that trailer went out, I didn't think we were getting anything else in Jeff's showcase.
And we didn't, did we?
No, there was... Bandai showed off Code Vein, I think. That was their anime game for Summer Game Fest. It seems there won't be a Switch 1 game, so I probably won't be playing it, but looking forward to your playthrough. I guarantee within a year there will be a Switch 2 version.
Oh, will there not just be a Switch 2 version and not a Switch 1? Is that what Ali's saying?
Oh yeah, I don't think Time Stranger would run on Switch 1.
No.
So
I think Ali is saying I don't have a Switch 2.
Yeah, well there is that, but I mean in the space of a year you might pick one up and there might be a Switch 2 version in the next year. So, if you have one by then, you could play it through that, or if you're able to get a PS5 or an Xbox on the cheap, those options are available to you as well. There was a demo at Summer Games Fest. Yeah, but it wasn't a public demo, so...
Oh yeah, it wasn't on the thing we watched on screen.
No.
If we were physically there, you could go
Oh yeah, there's
yeah.
probably... Yeah, if it was Trade Hall or something, you could go in and play it. Yeah, because we saw that they were giving away hand fans or something, weren't they?
Mm.
So, short things. Strange, Titan, Titamon, Greymon, and Metal Greymon. So it's just random Digimon being a part of Titamon's army. Then the human cast looks alright. Sort of hard to distinguish them from the others compared to the cast of Cyber Sleuth or Next Order. I will agree with that, because a lot of the outfits for the new characters, they're not as colorful, they're not as flamboyant. They're not like, no one looks like Nokia, or no one's walking around with a big fur collar like Yuko and Yugo.
They're all wearing
Suits.
or school uniforms or
Time traveling uniforms. Yeah. Maybe that will change over the course of the game itself, but right now, yeah, I do agree with that. Like, none of the characters stand out looks-wise. Which is funny that it gives you a Cyber Sleuth clothing pack to put characters in.
Yeah.
It's like...
brighten your person up.
Yeah. But it's early impressions, and the Digimon have bigger roles this time around. Yeah, I definitely think that might be something. Bandai invited Karn to Summer Games Fest. Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Another YouTuber posted about the demo, but the video is private, but from what I heard, there wasn't much new. I can't imagine there would be.
No.
But, oh, speaking of, Bandai have put out an application form for like licensed content creators, and I'm thinking of putting us in for it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hey, you know, if we got a review code for Time Stranger, I'd be down for that.
Yeah. Really gotta behave though.
Yeah.
This company.
I know, but they do it to themselves. And we shouldn't be above holding companies accountable just for the idea of free shit. So, like, I know, but... Oh. I thought it was America only. I mean, I have an American account. My PS5, I have a European account, I have a Japanese account, and I have an American account.
Yeah.
So...
They don't have to know. We're totally American, y'all.
Don't tell them. Right? Anyway.
What did you if they popped up in chat right now? We heard that.
Hi Bandai, bye Bandai.
Block.
Please, they have me blocked. Anyway. Oh. Anyway, where were we? Ali goes on to say, wondering if the Time Stranger plot is the origin story for the Olympus 12. At the moment, we've seen 5 pre-evolutions of the Olympus 12. Coronamon for Apollomon, Lunamon, Dianamon, Aegeomon for Jupitermon, Bearmon for Marsmon, and Sirenmon for Ceresmon. These and only these NPC Digimon have been brought up as characters, and that we've not seen the Olympus 12 form in action yet. We're not seeing their Olympus 12 form in action yet. October seems to be a big month with a new anime, game, and booster pack, and who knows, even China will get something we won't.
Oh, most likely.
About the first Aegeomon card, so it's likely that Booster 24 will be Time Stranger focused. That makes sense. Makes me glad that my prediction of BT 22 and 23 being story-based games leads up to the newest story game being Booster 24, and that 24 is double of 12. Oh, because Olympus 12. It makes the set excitement even higher. Booster 21 introduced Atmon. Booster 22 introduces Liberator Arc 2. Booster 23 will introduce Beat Break cards. Nothing mentioned, but this feels obvious. When Booster 8 and Ghost Game released early from each other. And Booster 24 will be focused on a new game. It makes me think that Booster 25 will probably be a disappointment. Like, how do you even top Booster 24? I mean, I don't know if disappointment is the word I would use, but if we're keeping the video game stuff going, just make it Next Order themed.
Yeah. I mean, you'll have that, and then you'll have stuff to back up the stuff you got in 24.
Yeah, but also, like, because Beat Break is going to be running for like a year, right? I think it's pretty safe to say it's probably going to be somewhere to like 45 to 50 episodes minimum. Right? It might not run as long as Ghost Game and Adventure 2020 did. We might just get, remember when Digimon shows used to be 50 episodes long? Savers was considered short back then. We might find out tomorrow's trading card game stream. They have information for products up to early 2026. That's cool. Like, Booster 25 could end up just being more Beat Break stuff as more stuff happens in the story, more characters are introduced, more evolutions, more anything. So I don't know if I'd say it's a disappointment, but there's certainly a lot of hype between Booster 21 and 24. It would be remiss of me not to agree to that point.
Are we going to read like we did for Ghost Game? The summaries like ahead of time and all that for Beat Break?
I don't know yet. I feel like maybe we should, but maybe as their own video.
I was thinking for ourselves because did some of that ruin Ghost Game?
I don't know if it ruined it. Because I did it for 2020 when that was airing, doing it for Ghost Game and then doing it again for Beat Break just seems like the natural progression. But as long as we don't fantasy book ourselves into something that the show will obviously never.
At least this time we have the foreknowledge to not pay attention to the cards.
Yeah.
In relation to the show.
Or the merchandise.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing what the Digivice looks like for Beat Break. And then getting the toy of it. As long as we don't pay attention to the... as long as we don't
expect the things that they show off on the toys.
Yeah.
And the merchandise to be in the show.
I think we'll be fine in that case. I really do feel like the second Gamamon Dim card bolstered Ghost Game expectations far too high. And we are guilty of being party to that and going, oh, but this is this and this is this. But how would they do that? We've only got 5 episodes left. How are they going to pull all this off? Oh, they're not. Oh. I feel like...
They did that to us, though.
Speaking of savers, Cyber Sleuth felt like that at the end.
It felt like savers?
Like too short. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Cyber Sleuth's ending does just kind of, oh, we're in the ending fight now. Okay, cool. Like, we've just started chapter 17 of Cyber Sleuth in our playthrough of 20. And it really does feel like we're only gearing up to set up endgame stuff. But it will just sort of happen.
Yeah.
It'll be, eventually we're just going to be fighting Mother Eater and that will be it. Like, oh. So... Cries in never getting anime Proximamon. Yeah. Corvaday says, pray they don't go the route of Ghost Game's version of episodic again. I don't... It depends on the producer or the overall writer.
Yeah.
Like, if they don't bring the same guy back, I feel like we've nothing to worry about in that regard because it was his belief that kids didn't have an attention span.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not terrible.
Apparently it was also his belief that, adults don't watch the show.
Yeah. It really depends on what like it's obviously going to be a kid show, but it really sort of depends on how mature they want to be with it.
Yeah, but it also depends on how much they realize who is also going to be watching the show.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean.
It doesn't exactly have to be mature.
Yuki says, I heard the Ghost Game head writer retired. Oh, okay, well, that solves that problem, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I would like a coherent story, because I gave Ghost Game so much leeway. I'm like, oh, okay, we're only on episode 14. There's a bunch of plates spinning in the background. We'll pick up on those eventually.
You said that. Plates spinning, yeah.
And by the time we got to episode 30, my faith was waning.
Yeah, those plates were still spinning, and you were just sitting there going, when?
Yeah, pay off. Something pay off. And it never did.
And then they will just crash down on your head and went, ha ha!
Yeah, basically. Alright, so we'll get through this very quickly, because I don't have the context for the timestamps.
Yeah.
I was recording all of this at like 2 a.m. Yeah, I know, because I pulled them up to show Yuki that their comment wasn't there, but we'll get through these very quickly. 5:25. Vandemon and Edamon are in the game. 9:30. It looks like he needs the little girl's scarf now. What? 14:50. Reiko has some competition. AJ loves mommies, you know. Oh, because I think I was calling Monica mommy.
Ah. Not mommy like Rhea Ripley?
No.
1802.
Can we ride inside Imperial Drum? Okay, hold on. Can we just... Never mind, just as main composer, he'll still do work on individual episodes, so he could return. Okay, well, if it's only individual episodes...
It's not his choice.
That's not... Yeah. There's not too much damage that can be done there. You know? You know, it's a very I don't like. Let me use Doctor Who as an example. Chris Chibnall did great individual episodes for Doctor Who. When he was given reign over a whole series, it fell off a cliff, and that is the analogy I will use for that, and we will move on. But to Desmond's idea here, can we ride inside Imperial Dramon? That would be so cool if, like in 02 at the beginning, where they're in, like, the cockpit thing.
Yeah.
If you were able to ride around Imperial Dramon like that.
Yeah. Or what's that one on the card, Gamamon is, like, inside of it?
Oh, Submarimon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just in the cockpit swimming. Oh, that'd be so good! 2613, they're going to censor her. I know it.
Click it. I want to know who it is.
You haven't even watched the trailer yet, have you?
I think I have. I think I watched the trailer.
Oh, fucking ads! I have to... Sad part is I have to let it play.
Yeah, but
So
you can
I
mute
don't
it
have
at
to,
least.
I don't have to have it on screen while it's playing. I'm getting ads for my own videos. I don't know.
You're getting an ad for AdCon.
For AdCon as well. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I really don't feel like. Oh yeah, Junomon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're gonna censor Junomon.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's pretty covered up to me. Do you think they'll put a little modesty panel in there?
Well, that's the English version of the game, so probably not. Maybe the Chinese version might be different, but but so far for our version of the game, no, like that's how she's being presented. But yeah, like having a being able to ride in Imperial Dramon's cockpit would be super fun.
Oh, Venusmon. Desmond means.
Oh, Venusmon? Oof. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, she's only censored in... Venusmon is only censored in China. The rest of the world, she's still her regular outfit.
Because she's fully dressed.
Yeah. I mean, but she is, though. It's a big old gown. You know? She's only really given modesty panels in China, but so was Anjuwamon, and she's not censored.
She's also fully covered.
Yuki says I prefer the censored version.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to agree to disagree there, but I respect the opinion. Sometimes I'm not saying, I'm not advocating for censorship, but sometimes more clothing is better for the imagination. So I get it. I do. I get it. 2701, AJ got tit out of Tidamon. Okay. Hey guys, look, it's Machine Draymon. He's back in all the dub glory. Is it me or is Dub Machine Dramon back in the game now? Oh yeah, I really do think that's the actual Adventure 99 Dub Mugen Draymon voice. 2846, I think so, said chat, aka me. 3320, look at her feelings, that love energy here. 4735, Shoutmon's Digi-Queen. What? I need context for that. Oh, Lunamon, right. Okay, well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Lunamon was friend.
Digi-Queen more like had a crush on him.
Yeah, more like she was simping for him.
Yeah.
Oh no, my food box that he signed got crushed. And then the final comment at 53:55, lol.
Lol.
Just lol. Sometimes more is actually more. Right. No, I get it. I do. I do appreciate that mindset. But like she was only covered up because of like standards and practices. And I get that, like we're subject to that. Some things that are cool in Japan just don't fly in the rest of the world, so you gotta chop and change where possible to that's where it could have been localization over other things. But I don't know. I prefer the, let's call them classic designs.
So Desmond's spelling there had me make a meme.
Oh no.
I mean, if you go back and read what he said, you might understand like straight away. Right there.
Oh, Draymon?
Go to Discord.
I will in a sec. Corvette says, like, I actually prefer the full bodysuit of a regular Sakuyamon over the ripped looking one on the X antibody. The full body black looks better next to the gold armor. Well, black and gold are always going to be classic colors together. Sakuyamon X, though, I think is like, that is a Digimon who was designed fan service first.
Oh yeah, they drew the body first and then
And
designed around it.
Yeah. they just removed that. Yeah, like there she is in New Century.
Yeah.
Fairly uncensored comparatively. Oh, there it is. There's the. Okay, well, there's a censored version of it. Oh no, I can't. I'm seeing two different models, and one of them has more outfit than the other. So one has definitely been covered up a bit more than the other. But that is a Digimon who was designed fan service first, unlike say Lilithmon X, who to this day I still think is the best looking X antibody design because it is the only one so far that I truly believe took the original design and actually improved on it.
Instead of just going, add more.
Yeah, or make it more of a robot, or add 12 more cannons.
More wings!
Yeah. Lilithmon X I still think is the best one.
And her disco wings.
Oh yeah, I love her disco wings. They're so cool.
Her and Rafflesimon, the Ghost Game one?
Yeah.
They'd be great in a nightclub.
So the head writer wrote Clockmon, Mummymon, Dracmon, Jellymon's debut, Koemon, Frozomon, Vamdemon, Shaojinmon, Quartzmon, and the last two.
He wrote Frozomon, huh?
Well, if I didn't need reasons to hate people before. But yeah, look, I totally get it. I would never say anybody is wrong for preferring the outfits that are a bit more covered up, or where a modesty panel has been put in.
Yeah, it's really down to the design, because some people don't just like titty for titty's sake.
No.
Even, like, sometimes we see art of people and I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
You know, why did you draw it like that, you know?
No, I get that. Agreed, the butterfly wings suit her so well. They do, but like even like the makeup, like her skin turning purple, and then you've got like the bat eye, the eyeshadow like in the shape of bat wings and such, and then the yellow eyes and such. Everything just pops. Like even the change in her horns and yeah, Lilithmon X is still, again, IMO, the only X antibody Digimon that I actually like the design of. It's the only one that took the original, which was already amazing, and made it better. Like going from like that gown to the kimono as well. Like I think Lilithmon's outfit is also meant to be kimono-y, especially with the big flowing sleeves and such. Where Lilithmon X strikes me more as, I don't want to say Nightwalker, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But it probably also wouldn't look out of place in a massage parlor, if you catch my drift. So
Isn't there
even
actually a
within
difference?
even within context of how the robes work and are presented, yeah, I think it's an amazing design.
Isn't there a whole thing with the obi?
Yeah.
If it's like if it's hanging down at the front, they're the Nightwalker, and if it's at the back, they're the geisha, or the
something like
that.
I don't have that
remember
knowledge
that, yeah.
on hand, but something feels familiar about that. Woohoo! We reached 2 hours. Technically, we reached 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So
And it's almost
20 to 2.
Yeah, it's 20 to 2. So
like, how can you go from writing arguably better designed characters like Mummymon and Vamdemon to the likes of Jellymon and Drakmon? I mean,
what?
Jellymon was an amazing character. I mean, Drakmon was a...
Jellymon's debut. I liked Jellymon's debut.
Jellymon's debut was amazing. I think front is to make it easier to undress them, and the back is just regular.
Yeah, like, you know, they have the easy access. Yeah, that makes much more sense. Especially, have you ever seen people trying to get into a kimono? Takes about 5 people to get you into it.
I'm after coming across, why is Twitter showing up in Arabic? I opened up I opened up Twitter.
Yeah, that's weird.
I opened up Twitter by mistake because there was an artwork I came across of Lilithmon X and Wardamon, and Twitter has opened up in Arabic. I don't understand. Yep, Obi always tied in the back. Front implies easy access for services. Yeah, okay, so you were onto something there. Yeah. Foreign tweet. That could be it. It could be the artist is Egyptian or something. Or I wouldn't want to speculate.
I mean, it still doesn't make sense that
No, highlighting their icon, it says they're Brazilian.
Yeah.
So that's weird.
Do you have a VPN on? You might be set to an Arabic country right now.
Oh, okay. It could be the Opera's built-in VPN. That could be it. Could be the Opera browser's built-in VPN. Post it in Discord. Yeah, like it's not lewd.
Yeah,
like they're just hugging.
In.
So it's. Oh yeah, I'll post it. Oh yeah, look at that. There's a little thing on the end. Lang equals R.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, go to the link. Go back to.
I'll go back to
and type in ENG instead of AR, or just EN.
EN.
Hey, there you go.
It even takes the language bit out of it and just gives you the regular link.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah.
That's interesting.
That is. It's.
Right. A regular link. Is that one not working?
That one should work. It's the one I clicked. Oh, yeah, that's what we did. Oh yeah, I don't have it up on screen anymore. But that was what I did. I took the I took the AR out and typed in EN, and it just gave the regular link, and that brought up Twitter as it would normally be displayed.
Right, so now put it up on screen.
Yeah, I know, I'm getting there. You and your meme. Let's see.
I mean, we're talking about this lovely art. We should show everyone.
So there is Lilithmon X and Wardamon.
Hmm.
Who says Digimon and Appmon can't coexist?
Mm-hmm. Wardamon has...
Yeah, the AOR is what was making... Oh, I figured that once I realized the lang
It said
equals
lang, yeah.
AOR on the end of the link. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out... Open the art again. The giant hand.
Yeah. Wardamon's giant hand.
What is the other giant hand? The claw thing there. Oh, it's not!
It's her cape.
It's her cape, and there's like spikes on the end of it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It looked like a second hand, and I was like, "Where is that?"
No, it's the other side of her cape. All right, let's see. Thanks, Desmond. You did this. You're responsible for this.
Who can Draymond? I didn't have time to make it a good meme, okay? I was actually looking for like an album cover I could put him in.
Straight out of Spiral Mountain. Ironically, I've seen fan-made Evo lines that use her as a pre-Evo for Lilithmon. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. Mienomon into Wardamon into Lilithmon makes a whole lot of sense, but I would be surprised. Like, I suppose not surprised. That should work in the card game, right? You wouldn't necessarily have to app link. Right, that should work, right? If you just digivolve normally rather than app linking, you could app link Mienomon into Wardamon, but then digivolve into Lilithmon. Yes, if purple. Of course, which I think she will be. I cannot see Leviathan Digimon not being purple. Black, maybe, but Mienomon, Wardamon, and Virusmon, purple. Saximon, black. And then the ultimate four. I could see Beautymon being, I guess she'd have to be blue because she works into Aries line. Fakemon is going to be yellow, I would guess, or black for Astra. Charismon red or white because that just makes the most sense. Bless you. And then Biomon I could see being black. Also because of Hackmon. But I could see Biomon being a black card. Yeah, they haven't name locked the evolutions in most cases. Right. Oh yeah, we have Charismon. I own that. He's purple and red. Purple and black even. Yeah, sorry, derp. Oh, I totally forgot. Like I have that deck right.
You're still waiting. You're still waiting on it in the post.
Yeah, my brain is still waiting on this deck in the post. Yeah, I have Charismon right here. Like 4 of him. Scopemon was purple. That makes sense. I don't know. Like, is it weird it didn't strike me as odd because I didn't see, my brain stopped registering Charismon as a perfect level. It registered him as mega.
Yeah.
For some reason, I blame it being like 2 a.m. or whatever. But yeah, you're right. Charismon is purple and black, which makes the most sense. Which makes sense within the context of this deck. But yeah, sure. I guess we'll see. We probably, because we know Cyber Eden is going to have Astra cards in it. We're starting to get. We saw Musimon and Mediamon already. We'll end up seeing Fakemon in that one. And I suppose Fakemon then would be what? Maybe yellow and black. If they do a split color on it, keep the black for like the evil part of it. And yellow because Musimon, but that doesn't make sense because purple has no real relation to the Gatchmon, Globemon end of things. I don't know.
Here's a random question for you.
Know. I'm looking forward to seeing how it's all implemented. I guess is the important thing. But outside of the card game, in general, I wouldn't put it. I wouldn't be against people's like fan lines for Wardamon to become Lilithmon. It's a bit more creative than Blacktailmon, Lady Devimon, Lilithmon. Yeah. It's different.
Yeah,
it's
something
different.
New, unexpected.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
Yep.
Just after seeing you search that deck.
Yeah.
For him, like just having to go through. Am I the only person who organizes their deck in the deck box by like the eggs and then the babies and then the next level and then the next level and the next level, and then shuffle it when it comes out, and then reorganize it back into itself?
Don't reorganize because then it has to be kind of pre-shuffled so that way you don't end up with dead hands.
Yeah, like I shuffle it and then the other person like shuffles it or whatever, but
yeah, but then you still risk like having a group of level 3s all together that you can't
not
do anything
shuffle
with.
it well beforehand. But it
I
irks,
wouldn't recommend,
it irks
especially
me.
when you've got the option cards and the tamers to worry about as well. You could end up with a dead hand a lot of time.
But it irks me when they're not in order in the box.
That's very much a you thing.
Anyone else?
No, that is a you
just
thing.
me. I like things to be in order.
If it was just display, then sure. But considering I intend to use it...
Let's be fair, mine are mostly for display.
Yeah, well
but
then...
I feel like I would shuffle them before I use it, and then other people shuffle it, and then, there's lots of shuffling.
I still think you risk ending up with a dead hand to start the game with.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, we can test it.
Not right now, we can.
No, not right now. I think we will just, I think we'll get ready to get out of here.
Oh, quick, we can catch it at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, see you guys.
Look, I will say thank you to everyone who hung out with us tonight. We really do appreciate it. We'll be back on Sunday with Adventure 2020 episodes 63, 64, and 65.
Yes.
And that will be our penultimate Adventure 2020 stream. You excited?
Penultimate, then.
Penultimate and then ultimate. So, the pre-final
Oh yeah, it
stream.
is. Sorry, I don't know why I thought there were more episodes left.
No. Bye. Says Yuki. Just get lost. Bye. Day says I do that with my Vanguard decks since I swap some cards between them. This helps me realize if I left something out by accident. Grab them before they leave the stream. Don't worry, Meg. My physical Vanguard decks are mainly display as well. Aww. Aww.
But it's just when you were like searching for them, I'm like, if they were organized by level, you'd know exactly where to open that deck.
Yeah, but they're shuffled because I expect to be able to use it. Yeah, I'm not working this weekend. Maybe I'll trek on up to the comic shop and see what's what.
Yeah. I mean, we know the Digimon table is still there. We'll just take over it.
Yeah. Alright, well look, guys, we will hopefully see you on Sunday for our penultimate Digimon Adventure 2020 stream. Next week's Liberator is Debug 12 and Chapter 14-2. And then we'll kind of see where we go from there in relation to Debug 13 and 15-1 relating to the end of Digimon Adventure. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to being done with Adventure momentarily.
Yeah.
Because we will be going into 02.
I mean, we'll be done with 2020. That's the important part.
Yeah, well, when we go into 02, we're going to see a lot of familiar faces.
Yeah, but
they won't be on screen as often.
And they won't be the 2020 versions.
No. So, look after yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your week. Yeah, sure, we'll be in the Discord anyway, so if, we can have the chats and the banter in there between shows. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on where in the world you've been watching this from. My name is AJ. That has been Miss Megmon.
Bye.
And we will see you on Sunday. Ta-ra for now.
Post your memes in the community tab.
Yeah, definitely. Post memes in the community tab and we can pull them up on screen during the mailbox section. Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.